Change in life is inevitable. There's no escaping it. Whether it's a new job, whether it's you move, whether it's a relationship change. For me, I just had a baby. Everything changed. Change is going to happen. But the thing that you need to do is figure out how to stay rooted in who you are while also evolving and adjusting and creating this new version of you to step into whatever it is that's happening in your life. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope that you are doing well. This is going to be an episode of Real Talk, just where we break things down. I have some things I want to talk about because I'm 7 weeks postpartum. My baby's almost 2 months old. I can't believe it. Time has been completely flying. And I think it's because it's like Groundhog Day, because every day is very similar and you just go and you're in a repeat of 3-hour cycles every day. But there are a few things I've thought about while preparing for this video, because life has very much changed in how my days were before having a baby. And there are a few things I've done to make sure I stay rooted in who I am, because many women feel like they completely lose themselves when they're in their postpartum. And I get that because I had a certain sense of that. But it's creating a new version of you, but still staying rooted in who you are. There are 5 things I want to talk about today. Number 1 is deciding on your non-negotiables. There should be non-negotiables in your day that make you feel grounded every day. It could be some sort of physical activity, of course, when you're able to, if you're in a postpartum phase, but if you're moving, if you've got a new job, what are things that you do every day that make you feel like who you are? It could be eating ideally healthy. It could be journaling. It could be prayer. It could be certain things that you do, going for a walk, playing with your dog. I don't know, just certain things you do every day that make you feel grounded, that make you feel who you are at the core. These are your small daily anchors, the things that you have throughout your day. It could be 1 thing, it could be 3 things, it could be 5 things, but things that you have that are non-negotiable that make you feel like you are you. The second thing that you need to do is to redefine what success is for this season. For example, having a newborn, my version of success out of my day looks very different to what it did 6 months ago and 6 months before that. You need to redefine what success means to you in this specific phase in your life. Whether it's because you're moving, whether it's because you're going through a divorce, it's giving yourself permission to adjust any goals based on the season that you're in right now. Before I had my baby, success is having multiple work blocks throughout the day, exercising every single day. It's, waking up at 5 a.m. I was a big 5 a.m. person, taking the dog for a walk, doing this, doing that. All of these things of what I saw as having a successful day, it's not happening with a newborn. I pick a couple of things out that I do in those, like I talked about in the last point of finding your non-negotiables. I have a couple of my non-negotiables, and then that's it. Certain days, with a newborn, you feel like you're doing everything and nothing at the same time. It's just a part of the season that you're in. It's when life changes. How are you staying rooted while creating this new version of you? And so I had to redefine what this version of success in my day, in my week looked like in this phase right now. As you are redefining what success is, make sure you don't compare it to your old self. That's something that is very hard to do when you're going through life changes, is looking back on how things were. Don't do that. You get depression when you look in the past. You get anxiety when you look in the future. The way you find peace is by focusing on the present right now. Number 3 is to build flexibility into your routine. I'm a big routine schedule planner person. Everyone knows who knows me. That became very difficult with a baby because they are they're predictable and unpredictable at the same time. But this is the thing, is that having strict routines when you're going through a life change, it's pressure. Now, for example, you're moving or you're going through a certain relationship change, whether it's a marriage, a divorce, a breakup, whatever, as you're going through this, certain things will crop up, certain things will change in what you're doing. And I think it's important to build flexibility into that, because you'll be able to lower your stress, to go with the flow more of what's happening rather than resisting what's going on. Because a lot of people don't like change and they resist change, and that's when things become stressful for you. Number 4 is to lean into support and systems. Now, this especially came up with having a baby, because it's hard. It is hard. And the first few weeks my parents were here, they were helping with so much with the baby, with me, like cooking food, cleaning the house, doing the laundry, made so much difference with having that like fresh newborn, with having that support there. And then when they left, like we don't really have any family close by, so it's being able to lean into systems like meal prepping, you know, batch running errands, automation with systems for work stuff. It's leaning into those things that you can build so you can do things to make your life easier on a day-to-day basis. And then with this, it's also, if you need help, ask for it. Oftentimes I feel like we struggle in silence because we don't want to ask people for help, but there are times where that needs to be done. Whether it's a friend, a family member, a community you can lean on, go to where you feel safe, where you feel comfortable, to ask for help if you need it. Because when life changes, it can be a lot of pressure, it can be a lot of stress. And if there is someone that you can go to, a community you can talk to help ease that, take advantage of it. And number 5 is knowing that the change is temporary. All phases as we go through in life, they're temporary. They aren't always going to be like this. And that is something that, remembering that is important, because whether the change that you're going through is good or it's bad, or it's, you know, you're finding it difficult, or even if you're finding it like it's exciting, it's knowing that it's temporary. Sometimes we can be very short-sighted and not see the bigger picture, and then that can cause stress, anxiety, depression, all of that. Look at the broader view. For example, having a baby, newborn life, you're sleeping a lot less. Things can be a little bit harder, but it's knowing that that's temporary. And so there are such beautiful things about having a newborn baby, which I mean, they outweigh all of the, you know, the sleep deprivation, everything else. So it's knowing that that season is temporary. I will get my sleep back one day. I will get more things done another day. But this moment where he's this small and needs me this much, it's temporary. And so when life is going through changes, and when you're having to adapt and evolve into this new version of you, it's temporary. Anyway, change isn't here to break you. It's here to build you. It's a part of life. Learn to adapt and evolve. Stay rooted in who you are as you go through it. It's temporary. Figure out your anchors. What are your non-negotiables? What can you do to stay flexible? What can you do to build systems? That's what's important. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.